Self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. What up, what up, what up, what up? Who's here? Who's here? Talk to me in the comment section. It's Sunday night, the last day of the weekend. And usually it's one of the days that guys jerk off because of the stress of the coming week. Yeah. It says we have three watching. Who's here? And B, are you here? Let's go. Let's go. Y'all better not go to sleep. Go and lose your essence tonight. Who's in the house? Say something. Who's watching? It says three watching. I'm just trying to save one man tonight. I'm just trying to keep one man from losing his essence tonight. Just one man. It ain't gotta be 100. You ain't gotta be 1,000. Just one man, because one man is what it's going to take to change society or the community. One man, it's all it takes. Somewhere around the world tonight, well, for those of us on time zones where it's nighttime, somebody somewhere is getting ready to jerk off. A man is getting ready, is losing the battle tonight. One man is losing the battle tonight. And I'm trying to keep that one man from losing that battle tonight. Just one man. Talk to me, guys. comments. I have a Skype link, boss at home. I see you. I have a Skype link if somebody wants to call on Skype. If you're not shy, if you don't have a problem with the world, you can call me on Skype and ask me a question and chat with me. I see you, boss at home. You released some content today. I was online. I saw you. I was taking care of some videos. I saw that you released content today. You're on the right path, bro. I encourage you. And also, boss at home, I celebrate 1 year on YouTube yesterday, the 19th. 1 year of YouTube. So you can do it too. It's been a great year. I uploaded my first video September 19th, 2019, and today is September 20th, 2019. So it's 1 year, 1 full year of being on YouTube. I think I have more than 60 videos. I may not be the most popular guy on this topic. I may not have the most views, or I may not have, the most traffic, but I'm committed to putting out the little bit of information that I have, because I remember my suffering. I remember where I come from. I remember what I've gone through. And so I've put more videos than I've gotten views for. Some videos are doing very well. I think my top video is approaching 20,000 views. But it's been a great journey. It's been a success, actually. I have to admit. I launched Patreon must have been November last year. So 2 months after I launched YouTube, a lot of guys were commenting and emailing me about personal coaching. So I went that route, and it's been a success also. It's amazing the amount of things that you can accomplish in 1 year if you don't have the distractions that are related to the pursuit of the holy vagina, the pursuit of women. If you don't have that distraction in your life, you can accomplish a lot of things in 1 year. Now, I've had some dips in the road. I've had a few moments. There were a couple of months where I had to go embark on a different business venture. So to meet a financial goal that I had, I did that. And in that period, I was not uploading as much, but I was still coaching. I was still busy coaching anywhere from 7 to 10 guys at a time. It's been a journey. So boss at home, thank you. I appreciate your kind words. But I'm also saying that as an encouragement for you. Saying that as an encouragement for you. You do have good content, and you do have the personality for it. I want to tell you too. What you may not know, also in part of my life purpose is to see people's life purpose, is to see what people are great at, and those skills that they actually push to the side because their minds are going to resist them from operating into their life's purpose and life calling. You are great in your delivery. You have that personality. You're definitely not shy at the camera. There are many things that you don't have to learn. You won't have to learn because you've already possessed those qualities and the confidence to deliver your content. So I encourage you. I started with my iPhone. Although I did have cameras at the time, I had some equipment, but it would take so long to learning the equipment and learning video editing, audio quality, and all that, and lighting was going to take so long that I said, you know what, let me just start with my phone. I started with my phone. I've had bad quality, bad video quality, bad audio quality, but here I am today with a nice little studio. I think my studio is worth over $3,000. Because of course I'm planning on getting into podcasting and opening other channels, starting other channels. So go ahead, you can do it too, bro. I appreciate your kind words. NB, what are you saying? Congrats on 1 year of YouTube. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you. Anyone wants to call in? Anybody wants to hit that Skype link and say something, ask a question or congratulate me, encourage me. Not that I need the encouragement, because when you reach the conviction of your purpose, that in itself is the encouragement. That in itself is the motivation that you need to do your work. But it's good to hear feedback. It's good to get feedback from the people that you're serving. No feedback is like the people that you're serving. So I celebrate 1 year of YouTube and almost a year of coaching. I am satisfied. I definitely can do better. I have been doubling down on better quality. I'm learning certain things right now that will help me to improve my content, the quality of my content. As you see, I've already improved my video and audio quality. So now it's the content. I want to take the content further up. It's not because it's for men. It's not because it's about semen retention and nofap. It's not because, it's where it's been classified under pseudoscience, because the real science does not support what we're doing here. Not because of that the quality should be less than some of the best channels out there. So yes. Questions? Let's see. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'm glad that I am here to be able to share these words with you, because really all it takes is one man that you resonate with. All it takes is one man whose energy resonates with you to start a new momentum in your life, to plant a new seed in your life, to put you on a new path in your life. One man, you just have to connect with that man. Your energy must testify to his energy. When you look at him, when you talk to him, when you listen to him, you must feel like, okay, I think inside of me something resonates with this guy. Something says that this guy is real and this guy is genuine. And once that connection, energetic connection, is established, then you will be able to benefit from that man's work. I appreciate you, boss at home. I definitely want you to keep doing what you're doing. If you'd like to talk to me personally, I'm open to help you however I can in terms of, as far as YouTube is concerned. Whatever, insights that I can share with you, I'm definitely willing to do so. My email is under About. If you go to my channel and go under the About, you'll find my email, and you can email me, and I can answer some questions for you and give you some insights. Yes, sir. Who's here? Who's chiming in? Somebody's chiming in. Somebody says, yo, what up, yo? What up, son? I'm just trying to keep one man from relapsing tonight. Just one man. Yes, sir. Give me a few likes, guys. Give me a few likes. Give me a few likes. I appreciate that, my brother. Patriot Gans. I appreciate you, man. Man, you've been here from day one. Boy, genius. Yes, 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 yes. It's just a few of you. I tell my clients, it's just one man. The focus is just one man. If one man leaves a good comment, and by good comment, I don't mean the comment that honors me, but a comment that testifies to the value he's gotten, then that's worth it. One man. If one man has been here since day one, then that's worth it. It's feedback that at least you're doing something right. And that's what it is. We don't go for the multitude. We focus on local and the quality. Patriot Gains, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for that super chat. It's a good encouragement. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Boy Genius, also, I appreciate you, my brother. You guys are making my night tonight. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming on. We are 7 in the house, guys. Give me a few likes, a few more likes. Give me a few more likes. I appreciate you. I'm committed. I got a phone call about 3 a.m. this morning. While I was still up. That was from one of my best clients. And in talking, I ended up talking about this channel, right? And I said that the way the YouTube algorithm is set up, you can't really make money talking about nofap and semen retention, because it says you have ad suitability. That means most companies won't advertise on your kind of video. And I said, that's not what my focus is, not to make money on ad. And in fact, I probably should not have even, monetized. But, and I said, I need to keep this channel for what it is. My mission, my purpose, to help my brothers to get rid of porn addiction, masturbation addiction, to move from mediocrity to excellence in terms of their mindsets and in terms of that addiction that's killing men out there. Porn is destroying men's lives. It breaks my heart to know that there are so many men out there suffering, because I was one of them. And I'm committed to this work. And I said to that particular gentleman, I'm going to start a new channel about general topics that I have knowledge about, right? But this channel needs to stay semen retention, nofap, sex, energy transmutation. And I'm going to double down on my content, attacking more topics, as well as increasing the quality of the content. And then he said, man, you're on a mission with this thing. You're really committed to it. I said, I'm really committed to it, because each day I wake up and realize that I didn't jerk off that night, or I didn't jerk off throughout the night, and all of my energy is inside of me. I feel powerful. I'm magnetic. My intelligence has gone up. My IQ has increased. My life is wonderful. When I say wonderful, my life is wonderful. And the best thing I can do is to give back. The best thing I can do is to do this work. At times I spend more time on the phone with a client than the stipulations in the Patreon calls for. And so let's say he would say, well, it's a lot of time that you're taking to talk to me. I know it's more than, and I always say something like, there's nothing else better than this for me to do with my time. The best thing I can do with my time is to be on the phone with you right now, helping you to get over this hump. That's the best thing that I can do with my time right now. And I am convicted of that. If I can keep a man from releasing one load of semen, that's the best thing that I can do with my time. There's nothing else. What else? What else? What else is more important that I can do with my time? None. Not money. Definitely not spending time with a woman, right? Definitely not having sex. The best thing that a man can do with his time is to build another man, is also to build society. But in the context of this work, the best thing I can do with my time is to build another man. So, Boy Genius, I appreciate your super chat. I appreciate your encouragement. I appreciate you being here from the beginning. It's an encouragement to me. Your work is huge. Is a huge benefit to the world. I'm a MGTOW monk. Salute. Lots of respect. We are all MGTOW. The way I see it, the rational male movement, the red pill movement, whatever a man is doing, they all fall under men going their own way. Yeah, I spent quite a while as a MGTOW monk. Now, perhaps I'm probably still MGTOW monk in a sense, because I don't have a particular. I'm not in a relationship. I don't have a woman. But when the opportunity is right, and by that I mean it's been a long time since I've done something and I don't have a project that's really consuming my attention, then I might just pick the best one. But it's very far, the instances are very far apart, because I'm always focusing on the project, and whenever I'm focusing on something, then it's no. Like right now, I just hired a personal trainer, about going for 6 weeks now. I've been working out very hard. I'm seeing results. I'm starting a podcast. I'm starting a new channel. I'm doubling down on this channel, Men SuperPower. So then, there's no need to mess even with the best lady. Just let that slide. I have a lot of respect for any guy who spends an amount of time as a MGTOW monk or on semen retention, on hard mode, on semen retention. I think there's a lot of self-love in the MGTOW monk part. I think there's a lot of self-love. There is a lot of building oneself up. There's a lot of self-esteem and self-image in a man who's decided to take some time off to look at these issues in that area of his life, to keep his semen, to keep him to himself, to keep his money and stop spending that money on dates, and stop glorifying and pedestalizing the opposite sex. I have a lot of respect for such a man, because I have done it. And I know that man is in a minority, because most men can't do that. So I have a lot of respect for you, my brother. Appreciate that, NB. Appreciate that. You're doing an amazing work. A real gift to the world. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Boy Genius. No, I'm not using Streamyard, if that's what you're asking. I've looked at Streamyard, and the only feature that I went to check out Streamyard for was if you have a Skype call, right, and then you are able to write the person's name as a lower third. The program that I'm using on Mac, at least you can't do that yet. I'm using Ecamm Live for Mac. Yeah, that's what I'm using. But I've seen StreamYard. I mean, most people online actually use StreamYard. I've checked that out. In fact, I was on there last night. But I do have a subscription with Ecamm Live. It works for me for now on Mac. And then Ecamm Live is an app on there on my computer as opposed to streaming on the web. I think StreamYard, you stream straight from the web, something like that. But if that's what you're asking, no, I'm not using StreamYard. Appreciate you, NB. It's a lot of encouragement. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Anyone likes, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. 7 in the house. Any question, guys? You can continue congratulating me on my 1 year of YouTube. Now, let me say something on that. This is to show you the power of recovery. If you recover from porn and masturbation addiction, and you get to rewire your brain, and you practice semen retention, then very soon you will be able to start a project from conception to fruition. It was always an idea for me to come online and share my insights. Even when I was recovering, it was my goal. I was like, I gotta come out there. I gotta go out there and share this with my brothers around the world. In fact, that was one of the reasons that I left my last relationship. It was one of the biggest reasons. The relationship, of course, I started the relationship, I was still addicted to porn, right? So it carried that vibe, and it couldn't work. Although I recovered while in the relationship. I began to practice semen retention while being in the relationship, but it still couldn't take shape. It still couldn't work for me. And since I became a new man and now I had a new vision, I had to make a decision. And one of the considerations was, I gotta go. My brothers are waiting, man. These guys are waiting. I gotta go. I gotta go and help one guy from destroying himself. I gotta go and help one guy getting his self-esteem back. I gotta go help one guy stop jerking off every day. I got to go and share these insights that I have found. I have to go. So this is the power of doing the work. If you do the work, then success started coming. It's been 1 year of YouTube, almost a year of coaching, and now I have some new projects in the making. And the biggest benefit that I've reaped on this nofap / semen retention journey is that right now I'm at a place where I can go deep on a subject. Like if I'm thinking about something, I can go deep. If I'm researching something, I can go deep and lose track of time. Well, you can't do that if you just jerk off 5 days ago or even a week ago. The dopamine level, your dopamine levels are still high, um, and that keeps you from being able to go deep, because to be able to go deep and focus so deep, you must have done a dopamine detox where you're no longer looking for what's exciting. You're no longer looking for what is pleasurable to the senses, where now you can really just sit down and be bored and be boring, where you can face drudgery. Like, because when you're doing deep work, there's a lot of drudgery in it. There's a lot of your body saying, I'm tired now, let's go to bed, I don't want to do this, or I'm hungry, and you're not leaving to go get food, until your dopamine levels stabilize in your brain. You can't do deep work. You can't do work that matters, because you're still pleasing your senses. Your dopamine levels are still going to peaks and valleys. They're still going up and down. So that's the biggest benefit I have reaped as of late. I mean, as of late, being maybe for the past 8 months or so, I've been able to go deep. If I have an idea and I conceive it and I conceive a plan, I'm able to stay on that plan. That's powerful. And that's what I wish for you guys. Also, questions, anything? Who wants to call in? Who's brave enough to call in? Who's brave enough to call in and ask me a question? Let me see. My Skype is still on. Yeah. There's a link. Oh, I'm going to drop the link again. Who has something to share? Hold on. Let's see. Who wants to call? Ask me a question, guys. Ask me to talk about something. But it's great to be here with you instead of being out there partying, finishing up the weekend. You understand? It's also great to be here instead of looking forward to make love to the computer. It's great to be here talking to you, my brothers around the world. We have thank you, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words, man. I appreciate. Today marks my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. Yes, sir. So thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Good encouragement. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I definitely meditate. Of course, of course, of course. Uh, let me insert this Skype call. Where is it at? Join call. Give me 1 second, guy. Give me 1 second.
Hello?
What up? What up? Who's this?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. It's good to have you. Somebody had the guts to call. What's going on? What do you have for us, bro?
First of all,
You're breaking up real
I
bad.
could say a million things about the impact you had on me on this journey. It's tapping into the self-discipline within myself, and having somebody help me to discover that is just something that is invaluable. And I'm just glad I get to live the rest of my life knowing that it's available to me. Valuing myself more and having an approach to my life that's not based on running away from things and based on my addiction. It's a blessing. It's the biggest gift I could have ever received. That's my 40 years, however long. Knowing that I have power inside of me to be creative and to make life good a lot of. So thanks for that. And one question I have is in terms of, well, I know you got this channel, but like in terms of talking about SR with other people or other guys, what's a good approach to do that, or is it something that we should be not talking about, or something we should share with people?
Well, thank you, NB. I appreciate it. I appreciate you calling to express your words of gratitude. It takes a great man to express gratitude and to also to evaluate where he used to be and where he is right now. It's been my pleasure working with you for the past few months, and I look forward to more development and to give more of what I know to you, to see you even further down the road. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me answer the question. Yes, you should talk to your brothers about semen retention. Absolutely. What I like to say is you wait for the opportunity, because like everything else, a man convinced against his own opinion at the end of the day is of the same opinion after all, right? So let's say there was no conversation about sex. That man didn't complain of being tired, of being distracted or anything like that. If you just walk up to a man and start a conversation about semen retention, it might be unwise, or if he rejects you, then we can expect that. But what I do is I wait for clues, right? Clues that are related to excessive semen depletion. We know those clues, right? Tiredness, lack of focus, mental fog, distraction, of course, a bad relationship issues. If the guy is overly yawning, like if you're in the grocery line or you're in the waiting room and some guy is over there overly yawning, like every few seconds he yawns, you better believe his energy level is very low. Of course, if you start saying, like, I usually say, tired, huh? It's like, yeah, man, I'm tired, man. I wish I could sleep. You're like, we work too hard. Yeah, I work. I have one job. But then you ask questions to get close enough. You'll be like, okay, so, well, there's this thing out there called semen retention. A lot of times when guys have sex too often, like more than once a week, it really makes you tired. That's why as soon as you have it, you have to go to sleep, right? It's just like, yeah. I'm like, you have to go eat and then go to sleep. He's like, yeah. And then that's an opportunity to talk about semen retention. And also, I'm a salesman. So you create the need. That means you can start a conversation with the plan in mind to get to semen retention, right? You start a conversation about something totally unrelated to semen retention, and then you find your way to semen retention. Absolutely. Share it with the brothers, but wisely. Yeah. Thank you. What else, NB? NB, are you there? Quality audio is poor. Yeah.
Okay, let me maybe on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Can
maybe.
you hear me?
Yeah, cut the Wi-Fi.
Is audio quality still bad?
Yeah, it's still bad, really bad.
Okay, let me switch to Wi-Fi.
Okay. In the meantime, let me answer that question for Patriot Gains. Yes, absolutely. Oh man, meditation is a vital part of my life. It has to be. Meditation, where I've been meditating really since I was 17. I'm 40, so that's a long time. But in between being on porn and other issues, yeah, I've had years where it wasn't a core practice to my life. But for the past 4.5 years, for sure, meditation has been a core practice in my life. I spend no less than 1 hour in meditation daily, and I go up to 3 hours. Yes, there are seasons, there are times like yesterday being Saturday, I spent 2 hours in meditation. I do different kinds of meditations because I've been doing it for so long. I do creative meditation. I do transcendental, or what I call cosmic fusion meditation, and also I do sort of a meditation where I heal myself, heal the world, send good thoughts and good energy to other people that I know who need it. And also that's also part of a creative meditation where I visualize my best life. So I do different kinds of meditation, but the answer is definitely a resounding yes. You have to. If you are to have any peace at all, if you are to have any clarity at all in your life, meditation is a must. It's a requirement. So thank you for the question. The answer is yes. Jamal Francis, what's up, my brother? What's going on? Talk to us. Today marks 1 year of anniversary since I've been on YouTube, since I uploaded my first video. I uploaded my first video September 19th, 2019, and today is the 20th. I celebrate 1 year of anniversary on the platform, as well as almost 1 year of coaching. It's been great. So it's good to have you here. Thank you for the likes, guys. I have 7 eyes in the house and 7 likes, so appreciate it. No place I'd rather be right now, because the best thing that I can do with my life is to help one brother stay off porn, is to help one brother from jerking off tonight. So let's start. Patriot, do you meditate? Or are you interested in meditation? Are you curious about meditation? Think of it this way. Our ancestors and the ancient people of the world of planet Earth were spiritual. They were spiritual people. They stay connected to the universe. They stay connected to nature. They stay connected to their spirit. They tuned in and listened to what was going on in. So meditation is not a modern practice. It's actually one of the oldest practices. I will. Thank you for the suggestion. Yes, I will make. Let me. Oh. Okay, hold on. I don't see a call. No call is coming in. Let me make a note. Give me 1 second. I'll make a note on that. I definitely can. Yeah. Thank you for that suggestion. As I stated earlier, I'm at the point of branching out to different topics concerning men on this journey, and definitely meditation is actually foundational. So, meditation is definitely foundational. So, yeah, I'll definitely make a couple of videos on that. And also, Patriot, you said only 20 minutes. 20 minutes is great time. Just compare that to 0 minutes. 20 minutes is a lot of time. 20 minutes is error code, my brother. Good seeing you. Yes, 20 minutes is a lot of time. So the answer is you meditate for 20 minutes. You can take it to 30 minutes if you like, but 20 minutes is great. You can connect with the universe in 20 minutes. You can travel to Mars and come back in 20 minutes. You can heal your life in 20 minutes. You can heal yourself in 20 minutes. You can regenerate your cells in 20 minutes. You can picture your best life in 20 minutes. You can rewire your brain in 20 minutes. I commend you for that, brother. My brother, Error Code, welcome to the house. By the way, Error Code, I celebrate 1 year of YouTube, 1 year anniversary of YouTube, of being on YouTube. 1 year YouTube anniversary, whatever. English is my 4th language. But yeah, I celebrate 1 year of being on YouTube. There you go. Just put it in the phrase, bro. 1 year of being on YouTube, doing this work. I am please. I started with my phone, with my iPhone. I used to go to the park a lot. You see some of my oldest videos are I'm at the park. I used to come from running and then just record a video. But yeah, today I'm in a studio that I've built. My clients have donated money to help me purchase some of the equipments that I have here because I'm getting ready to start a podcast and another channel that's more like general. So 1 year. Yes, sir. Thank you, Error Code. Yes, go for it, brother. Go for it. If it's in your spirit, go for it. If you're thinking about it, then that means you're ready for it. Go for it. There is a lot of room for male-centered or men-centered content creation. There is a lot of room for that. There's a lot of room for quality, practical, and inspirational men-centered content. We need to create more of that. We need to have more of that. So just as I was encouraging Boss at Home, who just started his YouTube channel recently, and he's killing it. He's putting out some great content. I also encourage you, when you do come here, drop a link, and I guarantee you 5 subscribers at least when you first start. I guarantee you 5 or 6 or 7 subscribers. I just sent the link out to some guys and be like, hey, go follow this brother out to get you started. Just do it. Just do it. Don't wait for anything fancy. Don't wait to learn. Don't wait to know more. Just act on what you know right now. I started with my phone, and everybody online is saying the same thing, right? Start with your phone while you're learning camera settings, while you're learning lighting, while you're learning editing, everything that goes with videography and audio production. But you start, because starting is beating inertia. Starting is creating momentum. Starting is putting a pen into the universe, on the map. You know how you put a pen on the map and says, I'm here. This pen represents my life purpose. I'm here. I'm doing something new. So start, and then along the way, you'll learn quality audio, quality image, delivery, preparation, whatever it is, because you have something to share. Go for it, bro. Go for it. If you want to get some insights from me or ask me some questions, I'm available. Just go under the About tab and you'll find my email there and shoot me an email. We have a question. What changes generally take place at each day? For example, how long does the dopamine spike last after a relapse, and how long in considered a true foundation in SR? 30 days, 90 days. Good question. About 3 questions in one. Yeah. After a relapse, dopamine, I wish I could find that chart. I do have a chart from a book that I've read. I could show you that chart because I don't want to misquote it. But dopamine spike lasts about 8 hours after watching porn. After porn now. The spike lasts for about 8 hours. Okay? That's why after you relapse, you feel like all is well. Things are good. You're smiling, right? Or at least generally you tend to. And I know that to be true, not only for myself, even with clients, right? After a relapse, it kind of feel like my problems are solved now. Oh, it's a good day. Everything is great because that dopamine spike is still up. It's still going for about 8 hours. Comparatively, if you had sex, it would only last for about 4 hours. Even worse, if you ate, it would only last about 2-3 hours. So porn beats everything else when it comes to dopamine spike, how long the dopamine spike stays. And also, how long is considered to be a true foundation on semen retention? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I want to say 120 days, albeit not in one shot, not all together, because you can't do it. It's hard. Let me be honest with you. I'm one of the not to prop myself here, but I'm one of the most honest guys in this arena. You can't go 120 days one shot, but if you can manage to retain semen 120 days within a year or within 6 months, it will have built a good solid foundation in your brain. Your brain will have been rewired to start dissociating porn with feeling good or with living life altogether. Like, you will be empowered, you will have a say and you will have a choice when you hear or feel the urges. You can choose to say, I'm not going to engage in that, because after 120 days, the urges will no longer be as strong, where you'll be able to say, you know what, nah, man, let me just leave the house. Let me just leave the house instead of just sitting here and with these urges. Or you could to go take a cold shower, go to the gym. Like, your willpower will be stronger. And I'm a firm believer in every day that you retain semen rewires your brain against porn for real life, and also rewires your brain, heals your cells. Remember your cells. Remember, the issues are in the tissues. Your tissues too hold the memory of porn, and each day you stay off porn renews you. So I'm not one guy to preach where you, because you can't anyway. You can't go 30 days, 90 days, 120 days on semen retention one shot. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I have to believe that some guys are able to do it. Now, I did go 40 days on semen retention, maybe within 2 or 3 months of starting semen retention. But those 40 days was when I woke up. That's how my Kundalini started. That's how the energy went up. That's how I woke up. Like, I literally just woke up. I just woke up and saw life totally different. But I was living by myself. I had to do some things. And also what helped me was I had a job in that season that was killing in overtime. So I worked every single overtime hour I could. So by the time I got home, I would be so tired. I had to go to sleep and I didn't have time to be home. So that helped me. That helped me in that season. I have to be honest with you to tell you, right? And we want to use ourselves as example, and we want to give the background to what we did, right? But every single day you stay on semen retention, whether you relapse afterward or not, you will see there has been progress. So that's what I would say. And also, honestly, just count the days that you stay off porn and retain semen. The numbers game, yes, you get better with time, but we want to focus on doing it one day at a time. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time. Let's see what else we have here. I've heard a lot of things coming in. Yes, brother, speak. Adonis Wilson. My brother, thank you. Thanks for being here. Error code. Yes, sir. I'll definitely be using my phone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Keep spitting knowledge, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. What else? Quizzy. Salute, man. I'm on day 20. Fire. I like that fire. Yeah. Day 20. Congrats to you, my brother, for being on day 20. It's an early journey, but you have never started anything remotely as hard and as rewarding as semen retention. So salute to you, my brother. This channel exists for you. I'm behind this mic at this time for you. For you to have this space to even put that comment, for you to hear something that's going to help you, for you to connect and to hear from someone who's done it. So salute to you. Keep going. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Brother, when I think about the man that porn is destroying, I'm in pain. I hurt. I literally feel pain inside of me when I think about how many men may be suffering with porn. You know, it's a well-designed system. It exploits the most primal side of man. I hope you know also that you are a business. Men are business. We are a business to other men, to the government, and to women. When you wake up and realize your business value to society, then you will be empowered to make your own decision. We are businesses. Just imagine the amount of women are making money online with men, with sex, offering sex to men, and all these videos. And of course, sex is really Freud says that we exist for sex. You know, Freud says that, you know, I mean, some people disagreed back then when he said it, that we are consumed by sex, like we really just live for sex. But we can get out of that, though. You can rewire your brain to live for other things than just sex, for other more rewarding pleasures than sex. But we are primarily sex animals. We are primarily sexual beings, and women are too. Don't let anybody fool you and tell you anything else, okay? Women are as sexual as men are. Women are wired for sex just like we are. So porn exploits that capacity in us. And it's heartbreaking, though. It's heartbreaking knowing that this would be something that's legal in the world, right? Now, not in the world. I got to take that back. Certain countries, porn is illegal. Certain countries, the government has blacks those sites. Certain countries can't watch porn. Certain countries, certain website that we in the West have freedom to visit, their people can't. And I applaud those governments. You would imagine that porn would be something that's like that's a business. Wow. That's how you see what society you're living in. Error code. Let's put that on the screen. Thank you. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. I take no BS from myself first so that I may know the truth for myself, and then so that I may teach the truth. Bro, I got to be honest with you, man. You know, please don't tell the people just forget about porn. If you just tell the people forget about porn and retain semen and no relapse, you don't know the science. You don't know the sciences behind the addiction. You have not read enough material. You have not researched, and you definitely have not practiced enough, or you didn't do the work for yourself. I like to tell my clients there is a lot of literature on porn recovery and semen retention online, both on Google as well as YouTube. But those materials are from men and women who never were addicted to porn. They just researched the topic, whatever field they're an expert in, and now they're able to chime in. When they speak through the lenses of a spectator. Okay? When I speak, and some of the other men and women, because there is a woman out there who's kind of like on my level when she speaks, because she does nofap. She was addicted to porn also, and she's real. She's about the only woman who's actually creating content for women and some men to watch her content too. But myself, her, and some other men who have done the work, we speak out of experience first, and then we can quote some materials. Yes, I've read lots of books, not necessarily books on nofap and semen retention, because when I was recovering, that area was not as big as it is today. You couldn't really just Google and search on YouTube and find content on that. But I've read a lot of materials in the sciences that have to do with the body, like neuroscience, NLP, biology, physiology, sociology, world history. Yeah. Romanticism. I've had to study romanticism because remember, romanticism started with the Renaissance. And there was a time we didn't used to worship women. We started worshiping women at one point in time. So all those things culminated into today's society. So I've had to study all of those different sciences and paths so that I could have a solid understanding of what's going on with modern times as well as with the men like myself. So I keep it 100 because I don't lie to myself. This thing is hard. Please, willpower is not enough. Quit telling the people just don't jerk off or just don't watch porn. That's not how it works. That's not how the brain works, because the brain will overpower the man. Because the brain is the computer of the system. You know, the man cannot just will not to watch porn and then he doesn't watch porn, or else nobody would be addicted to anything at all. If a man could just will not to smoke a cigarette, then there would be no men or women addicted to cigarettes. And the same goes for overeating, alcohol. Willpower is not enough. What's enough? Practice of knowledge acquired. What's enough? Practice of knowledge acquired. Whatever little bit of knowledge that you have on the addiction, you practice it. and you do the things that keep you aware, that move you away from the addiction, slowly but surely. It's a long journey, but slowly but surely, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. So I appreciate this comment, my brother. What else? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Good question. Why does YouTube hide your live streams? It's not only the live streams. YouTube also, 12 guys in the house. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. It's not only the live streams. YouTube hides my videos as well. I have other accounts, other individuals checking, and those videos are not coming up. They get very little views, and unless you are subscribed and you have notification, they might appear in your feed as well as recommendation. Well, the reason is YouTube is always improving their algorithm. Okay. And if you realize lately, YouTube has been doubling down on what they call pseudoscience. Like, for example, you can't, anything that has to do with that thing that you have to wear a mask these days, you can't say that in the videos. You can't say it because they're going to take it down. Certain things about racism, they can take it down. Anything that has to do with female nature, period, is going to be blacked. Absolutely. I can show you that. Anything that has to do with female nature, rational male thinking, red pill dating, red pill sex, anything like that is going to be pushed aside in the algorithm. Those contents are not promoted as well. And there are lots of reasons for that that we cannot get into this live right now. But keep in mind that YouTube is a business, and every business has a mission, and every business has a vision of how they want to change society, and especially the kind of people who are in YouTube's leadership. Do the research. You're gonna find out the kind of people who lead YouTube, who think for YouTube. So they don't think that this kind of content is beneficial to people. And also, the last aspect of it is financial. This content, most advertisement companies or most companies won't advertise on this kind of content, right? So it's not too important for YouTube. It's not too important for the algorithm, because when you become a creator, error code, as you're going to find out, when you become a creator and you begin to follow creator, YouTube creator channels, and you begin to become part of the insider, and you get their newsletters, letters, and you get their videos, like on the creator side, on the other side, right? You will realize that, oh, it's a business. Okay, I forgot it's a business, because they're always encouraging you to create videos in trending topics and topics that are fun, topics that people are gonna like, a little dance here, little playing with my dog here and catching somebody falling off a cliff, little something like that, that's so light, that gets society going, and that's not offensive to people, and companies will advertise on those videos. Yeah, so they do not encourage people to get into their purpose. They do not encourage people to help other people. I'm gonna stop right here, because the algorithm listens to every word in your content. Whether I have an accent or not, it understands it. It hears it and it understands it. That's why I said earlier that I'm starting another channel that would be like a more general channel where I can speak, I can teach whatever I know, what knowledge I know, for both men and women, where I can monetize those. And then those videos won't be hidden. But yeah, That's what it is. I don't know if you guys have watched anything in the manosphere at all, any other content creator in the manosphere, and you constantly hear them say, please like the video, comment on the video, share the video, because YouTube is going to hide this video. In some instances, YouTube is going to delete the video. Yes, it's a business and they have an agenda. So let's rejoice that we are here. And then also, error code. Do you realize that a lot of people have been going live more lately than actually creating videos? Yeah, and that's a way to go around that issue. By catching people live, then you get to talk to them live, as opposed to creating a video, uploading it, and they don't get to see it. You understand? Yep. I'm subscribed with notifications on, and I still had to find the live on my own. I literally got no notification. Yep. That's what happens, bro. Yep. Yep. Somebody else says something. The amount of effort they put in trapping men with sex. Yep. Shows us how valuable our seed and energy is. Yes, sir. Yes, NB. Oh, yeah, we are powerful, man. We are powerful. Damn. We are powerful, bro. I like to say that we are the representative of God on this earth. We are representative of the universe on this earth. And by God, I know we mean an anthropomorphic God, as in the case of the Holy Bible or Christianity or Judeo-Christianity. By God here, I'm referring to the entity behind it all, the great power behind it all, the great presence behind it all. We cannot ignore the fact that there is an intelligence behind it all, and that intelligence could just be laws, as science say, or energy, as metaphysics says. But that's what I mean when I say God. We are the representative of higher callings. We are the representative of becoming. Unless a man steps forward, nothing is going to happen. Listen to me. Unless a man accept his calling and step up to the plate to start a business, start a revolution, start a school, start a church, write a book, unless if men of the past did not step forward, we would not have this world that we have today. You've heard this statement, the saying that the world is a man's world. It is a man's world. Feminism is trying to take it, but they're taking it because men have already built it. There wouldn't be anything for feminism to take if men didn't build it. That's another topic. That's another matter, but it's a man's world. We have built it. Our sex is so powerful. Both ways. When you apply your sex energy through sex energy transmutation, that is, take that energy, focusing it in and putting it towards creating something of value, like right now I'm doing, that's powerful. One. And it's also powerful when you give up chasing women, and how people respect you and how women themselves begin to respect you, because they know if you can give up chasing skirts, you've done a great work in yourself. Yes, we are powerful. You are kings. Understand that and walk in that. Yes, definitely. Return again. Welcome back, my brother. I appreciate you. Porn is definitely hard to overcome because it's free. It's free. It's everywhere, and easy to access. Tell me about it. Tell me about little children watching porn. Tell me about it. Ja Blue Rodriguez, he said he didn't get a notification either. Yeah, bro. Yep, that's how it is. They don't see the value in it. Their excuse is they're always improving their algorithm, and in doing so, you might not get a notification. But it's an excuse. Just keep in mind, if you can remember that YouTube is a business, it'll do you good. Let's just remember it's a business. They have an agenda. It's a powerful business, and YouTube belongs to Google. Powerful tool, powerful agenda. My brother Patriot Gaines, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. I celebrate 1 year of YouTube, guys. This is my 1 year anniversary. That's why I'm on here. It's my 1 year anniversary. For those of you who came in late, it's my 1 year anniversary. I uploaded my first video on September 19th last year, and this is September 20th this year. And I started Patreon in November, and I'm still doing both. It's great. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. Okay, I got you. I got the question now. I got the comment. You can make, yes, you can. Yeah. Can I? Yes, I definitely can. Definitely can make more. Yeah, and I go at it because I no longer care about monetization. So I'll just make videos. This channel is just for the information, period. I'll just make videos on female nature, red pill, men's health, definitely. I had a live with my personal trainer. We talked a lot about health, men's health, and he's coming back. He's coming back to talk primarily on testosterone and another topic. But I know testosterone is definitely one of the topics that he's coming back to talk about. Meditation, definitely. Red pill, I have not started. I think I only have one video on red pill. I have one video on MGTOW. But I definitely can double down on these topics because in private, my clients are actually benefiting greatly in all of these areas that you actually that are on the screen. They are benefiting greatly because they get the information from me, because I definitely am knowledgeable in these areas, having studied, practiced, and most importantly, maintained whatever I have learned in these areas. So definitely, yes. Thank you, my brother. What else? We have a testimony. Porn addiction is very hard. Was addicted from when I was a freshman, and I've been graduated high school for a year. Best advice is cold shower and meditation. Yes. For 1 week, best advice is cold shower and meditation. I have to agree. And I want to elaborate a little bit so you can understand why I agree, why it's actually the best advice. Cold shower act on your cells, and it awakens your cells. It basically shock shocks your cells, right? And each time your cells are shocked, you have the feeling of waking up. And once you have the feeling of waking up, then you're able to maintain willpower. And that happens by, once the cold weather hits your skin, you have that feeling of course, because now your cells are being shocked, and your heart rate goes up, your blood flows faster, and that oxygenates your brain. Once your heart rate goes up and your blood flow increases, your brain gets the oxygen. And once your brain gets the oxygen, then it gives you a feeling of being awakened, like fully awake, wide awake. And because you're wide awake, then in that state, you wouldn't choose porn. Because you choose, well, not choose, but porn will lose its power over you for that short period of time, because you're wide awake. You're wide awake. And that's why cold shower is effective in the beginning stage of nofap. So the more often you do it, then the more often you get to enter that state of being wide awake, and therefore having a better willpower in that moment. So what you do is, as you know, these things have a compound effect. So the more you do them, the longer you do them, then the more you compound the benefits, the more you stack the benefits on top of each other. And of course, meditation will calm your mind and help focus your mind. And do you know the reason you cannot stop watching porn in the early stage is because you don't get to hear when porn crosses your mind. You don't get to hear when the thought crosses your mind. You don't get to witness it. You just go and reach for the laptop or the iPad and watch his porn. But if you were present enough, you would hear when the first thought about porn comes to your mind, and you would be empowered to address it right there and then. Does that make sense, right? Because it always comes as a thought. You're on the road, you see a nice lady in a short skirts or some short pants. The thought comes. Or you're out at a party, and then the thought comes, when I get home, I get on the computer. So meditation will help you to be present enough to hear that thought. When you hear the thought and you go like, okay, wait a minute. What? Nah, man. So those two things will empower you to become more present, and therefore have a chance at maintaining a stronger willpower, and therefore have a chance of having a decision in the situation. So go forward, brother. It's been hard, but I feel so much better. Just hoping I can keep going strong. I have also become vegan. You beat me with that. And I've been eating alkaline. Helps so much. Yes, definitely. You know, these things are going to help you be more present. Like I was saying about the cold shower and the meditation. If your body is clean, you're going to feel present. These addictions require unconsciousness for them to survive. So let's take me for example. The major difference is I'm fully present and awake 24/7. I am fully present and awake 24/7. You can catch me anytime. I'm always wide awake, even if I'm sleepy. So then if a thought comes or an urge comes, which rarely, then I get to hear it. I get to witness it. And so therefore, I have the upper hand. So yes, go vegan. It's one of my goals ultimately. But I still eat red meat. I love steak. I get a lot of energy from that. But yes, you beat me to that. It's been a few years in the making, but I'll catch up. But go vegan. Alkaline, definitely yes. I agree. You don't even think. You just go ahead and do it because they normalize it. Yes, yes. I'm assuming you're referring to the way you watch porn is without thinking. You don't get to hear the thought. You don't get to witness the urges, and you just do it by instinct. Patriot gains. Good night, my brother. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we will end soon. Thanks for being here. You gotta go meditate. Go ahead and do that, my brother. Namaste. Yes, definitely we'll have more content, more diverse topic, masculine topics, men-centered topics soon. So thank you for your comments, for your kind words, as well as your super chat. Good night, my brother. I want to give a shout out to my moderator, NB. You've been doing a great job. I appreciate that, my brother. It's been awesome. Yeah, you've definitely been doing a great job. We've gotten still have a few people in the house, about 8 pairs of eyes, and the likes are up. We appreciate it. So we definitely have a lot of requests for more videos on meditation, red pill content, MGTOW related content, healthy diet, sexual transmutation. Definitely I need to create content on sexual transmutation, to give you guys an understanding on what it is that you're doing in sex energy transmutation, really. So appreciate everybody, all the super chats. Any one person is brave enough to call. We've gotten 11 eyes in the house. Guys, if you just joined us, today marks my 1-year anniversary of YouTube content creation. I uploaded my first video September 19th last year, and today is September 20th, 2020. 1 year later, we are still in this BI, and started with my iPhone. Now I have a studio. Yeah, no, not money from YouTube, money from coaching, as well as my clients who have contributed to helping me get these equipments. Yeah. So when you step into your calling, the universe steps forward to meet you. You know, I remember a few times I've run the idea through my clients. Hey, you know, man, I'm putting a studio together. You know, I'm looking to raise this amount. Anything you can give. I haven't had any client committing less than $100. It's been great help. It's great. You know, I appreciate that. Thank you, Jamal Francis. If I mispronounce, forgive me. English is my fourth language now. I think I'm still doing a great job, right? Jamal. Yeah, I think that's the right pronunciation. Um, you know, English requires a lot of energy to speak because the intonations are very high, whereas some other languages don't require a lot of high intonations. And then there are the languages that are even worse, like German and Russian. Yeah, like, oh my God, like it requires a lot of diaphragmic energy. So sometimes my brain automatically slips back into my own native language's intonation and just pronounces a word flat. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. Yep. If somebody wants to call in, call in. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate everything. I mean, I never thought one day I would have a live with such an engaging chat. I have to be honest with you on that. But that's what it is, you know. That's sex energy transmutation. You're doing the work. You're more focusing on fulfilling your purpose. You're not focusing on the part that's like the glim and glitz, like, whoa, I want to have such an engaging live type of thing. It's more like, my goal tonight is to keep one guy from jerking off. Everything else is a byproduct that I am happy to have. But I'm definitely happy. This is my third live, and it's been very engaging each and every time. Just imagine if I didn't go live tonight, right? My internet got messed up over the weekend. My roommate fixed it this morning, and I was like, it's fixed? I'm going live tonight. I don't care how late. I'm going live. Because the Spirit put it in my spirit. The intelligence of the universe put it in my spirit. The great I Am said, you need to go live tonight, no matter how late. Get ready, go live. I obeyed, and so the result is success. This is a lesson for you also, my brother. This is an encouragement for you also, my dear brother, kings. Yes. Let's have some questions, guys. You know, we can be here for another 20 minutes. Yeah, we can shut this thing down in about 20 minutes. It'll be a great night. It'll be a great live. And also, guys, remember, the new week is up on you. For those of you who have to go to work this week, you're going to face new challenges because each day is very dynamic. So I like to say, grab the bull by the horns. You know, like, yeah, I'm going to fight you. You know, I ain't giving up. I'm right here. You fall, you get up and dust yourself off and try again and keep going. Here is what I like to say. Don't mention perfection. Don't listen to perfection. There's no such thing as perfection, because perfection would assume that there's a prototype to measure against. There's no prototype. Christianity attempted that by giving Jesus as a prototype. Oops, that's another topic. But there's no prototype. Okay? So there's only your own experience to gauge yourself from. There's only the timeline. Yeah, in a certain higher spiritual sense, time does not exist. That's another topic. But in this 3D material life, time exists as we use it as a measure. You can only measure yourself against yourself. yesterday? How were you yesterday? Is today better? Are you calmer today? Are you more empowered today? Is your willpower stronger today? Is your brain more rewired today? Have you made progress today? Did you actually get off bed at the time you decided the night before today? Then you've made progress. And so I like to say progress is the name of the game, because progress is, first of all, measurable, and second of all, scalable. You can measure progress. You can see, man, I used to only have $50 in the bank. Now I have 150. That is measurable. This is progress. And then it's also scalable, meaning that because you've done it on a small scale, you can actually double, quadruple, quintuple that scale and do it 5 times better. So focus on progress. Focus on progress. We have a question. Hold on. I was increasing the gain on my microphone. What is the question? Let's put it on the screen. Good question. I actually have a video that talks about that. What is the priority after a relapse? That's a very intelligent question, actually. I have to be honest with you. This is an intelligent question. It's not just a good or a great question. It's an intelligent question. It means that the person who asked it is thinking. The priority after a relapse should be what I just said earlier, just now. Evaluating your progress. Why? Evaluating your progress up to the relapse is going to encourage you to continue, first of all. Second, it's going to keep your monkey mind from beating you down. Oh, you sucker, you can't do nothing. You just started this thing, now you already relapsed. Oh, you're worthless. Oh, you will never heal. You will never recover. Oh my God, I can't do this. Now, by evaluating your progress up to the point of the relapse, you're able to see good things that will put you in a better spirit to continue on. You understand? Now, after you relapse, the perspective is not you're starting over. There's no such thing as starting over. I mean, you can't. You are already in the journey. Your brain has already been rewired to a certain extent. You're not starting over. You're continuing with experience. You've heard that statement, right? After a divorce, after a business failure, you're not starting over. You're continuing with experience now. That's the right perspective. So after a relapse, the priority must be evaluation of your progress up to that point, as well as considering your experience, and encourage yourself to move on, to continue the journey. I like to say, once you have learned what led to that relapse, you've made a lot of progress. Because once you can see, okay. I was on the phone with my friend, and he talked about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion video. Then he texted me a portion of that video. I watched it. I was at the mall, and there was this girl with such a short skirt on, and I looked at her for too long. Yeah, once you can trace back the stimuli that entered your consciousness that led to the relapse, you are saved, my man. intelligent question. That's a great question, bro. I appreciate that question. Hello, my brother. Good to have you. Kiam Kiers. I'm hoping that I'm not mispronouncing your name. And if I do, just forgive me. Kiam Kiers. Thank you. Thanks for being here, my brother. Hello. Modern Monk says something. Okay, let's look at it though. No, man, I'm not making progress. I feel like shit from inside. And then the regret of not doing anything and paying whole day on the bed and staying whole day in bed watching Netflix. Believe you me, you've made progress. Progress is not up to your monkey mind to evaluate. This evaluation right here, right now, is from your monkey mind, not your rational mind, not your awakened mind. If you went 3 days without watching porn, 5 days on semen retention, you've made progress. You've made progress. I have to break it down to you. Progress is not always noticeable and visible. But I guarantee you, baby, put a bucket down and let some kind of water drip in there, drop by drop. Give it enough time, it will overflow. That's how we gain weight. That's how we get fat. We eat 1 pint of ice cream at a time, 1 ice cream cone at a time, 1 soda at a time, and then we get fat. So every progress starts slowly and is usually unnoticeable in the beginning. So when I say that you're making progress if you only do anything at all, there is science that backs it up, not the way you feel. Yeah, of course, if you are at the early stage, you're still gonna feel like shit. Yes, because you're at the early stage. In the early stage, there's a lot of self-hate. There's a lot of you being so hard on yourself. There is a lack of self-love in the early stage. But as you get further on the journey, you will have compassion for yourself. And when you do fall and relapse, just like I just answered that question, one of the few things that you're going to do is evaluate where you were 2 months or 1 month ago and where you are today. And based on that evaluation, you will see the progress that you have made. And you will not be as hard on yourself. And you will say, you know what? If I can make progress for 2 weeks, I can do 1 month. Let me continue now with experience. So now, when I say progress, assuming that you did retain and you did stay off porn. Now, if you've always been watching porn and always been jerking off, then, and you're here saying this, then I understand. But if you retained for any length of time, 1, 2, 3 days, and you didn't watch porn for 1, 2, 3 days, you made progress. Scientifically, you made progress. And remember, progress is not always noticeable, and especially in the beginning stage of anything. And I encourage you, my brother, have a little bit more compassion towards yourself. Here is a message for you, my brother. Here is a message. I think this is for you. Yes. Here is a message for you. We all have been there, and we are all growing and evolving. You are growing and evolving. This is a comment for you, my brother. One of your brothers is sending love towards you. One of your brothers is sending good energy towards you. We support you because we all have been there. I can speak with so much compassion because I've been there. I've never been hard on any guy any client I've coached. Where in the beginning stages, I was hard on myself, but of course I had to get to the place of self-love and compassion, self-compassion, because I know an addiction says nothing about you per se. It doesn't say that you're a good man or you're a bad man or anything like that. It doesn't. An addiction it hijacks your brain and your primal drives. So you're not responsible for it. So you're off the hook. And I need to make a video on that too. And I think that's what's that title? It's Addiction Model View, Addiction Models. I need to make a video. I've been wanting to make a video on that, on this material to teach you guys the addiction models that exist, where the best model is the neurobiological model, where addiction is seen through the lenses of the brain. Has nothing to do with you. You're not responsible for an addiction. You're not. Anybody can be addicted. You're not immoral for being addicted. You're not weak for being addicted. No, it's not on you. But of course, when you first hear that, you won't readily accept it. It must be repeated to you. It bears repeating over and over for you to accept it, where now you can start having compassion for yourself. This is why we're here tonight, bro, for you. Appreciate it, NB. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Look. Let me pull up that comment from my brother here. I have been doing nofap for about 8 years. I've made it to 120 days plus 2 times, then twice, then few weeks ago, many times, then again relapse, and currently I'm in the lowest point of my life right now. Well, I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad that you're on this live right now. This live is for you. Here's what I want you to understand, if you can. You've done nofap for 8 years. Something recently has triggered you to make you relapse after so much experience. So there's something in your life, there's a situation or situations, there is a person or people in your life, or there is a unhealed wound that's serving, all any of those things serving as a trigger. Maybe you just went through a breakup, because a breakup is going to do this to you. Maybe you just lost a job, because we are in a bad time right now, right? Or maybe the pressure of having to grow and become more mature in life served as a trigger. If you did nofap for 8 years and you've gone 120 days on semen retention, if that's what you're saying, then you relapse, you actually, I wouldn't even say you've made progress. You know this life. You know this life. You can actually be teaching this stuff, right? So something happened. If you don't mind, put it in a comment. Say something. Something happened. Something external to you happened. Lack of money, maybe chasing women, or like a bad relationship, loss of something happened in your life that your mind was not strong enough to deal with, and that took you down the same path, the old path, old beaten path. And so, if that's the case, which I'm probably sure, then progress is not even in the equation. You're almost a master. You have knowledge to teach this stuff. So really, I'm not trying to be light, but it seems to me you would just have to get up, dust yourself up, spend some time in evaluating your current situation, evaluating what led to this lowest point of your life, and then make some decision on that. Not so much porn, not so much against porn. I want to make something clear. I don't think you have to decide so much against porn right now, as much as looking for the triggers that led you to this point in your life right now, after so much success, after so much progress. You understand? Because sometimes, so if you don't have the right perspective, you can be solving the wrong problem, or think you're solving a problem that's not even there. I don't think it's a porn problem after so long. I think it's a trigger. I think it's something that happened to you. Oh, okay. You've been trying to do nofap for 8 years. Yeah. But what about the 180 days? So you've gone 120 days. If you've gone 120 days, that's a lot of progress, my brother. I'll tell you something. We are the hardest on ourselves. I hope you have heard that. I hope you know it. I hope you believe it. There is something in us that makes us go very hard on ourselves. It might sound, too smooshy. Is that the good word for a man? Like too soft for a man to talk about compassion and self-love? But I'm telling you, my brother, the strongest of men love themselves and have compassion for themselves. Because the first person that you must have love and compassion for and patience with, or patience for, is yourself. Yeah. 120 days? That's some progress, bro. Some guys can't even go 2 days or 3 days. Just give yourself a little bit more time. Be more patient with yourself. Have a little bit more compassion, knowing that you don't know it all. We're all trying to figure this thing out, and we've all been through it. I've been through it. I've been through worse, of course. So just keep going with experience now. Keep going with experience. And if you want to talk to me more one-on-one, you can check my email in the About section, or you can check my Patreon, Men SuperPower, and we can definitely talk more about your particular situation. But I want you to know that it's not hopeless. No, man, it's not hopeless. It's not hopeless, and you definitely have made progress. The only issue here is the lens through which you're looking at your progress, or the perspective that you're using to evaluate the progress. But you've made progress. And progress is objective. That means it's not up to you. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. We can demonstrate that you've made progress during those 120 days. So shoot me an email. check out my Patreon. Then we can talk, and we can definitely get you out of this big valley and put you on top of a mountain. I experienced everything: female attraction, charisma, people respecting me like a god, of course, super confident, better digestion and all. We know that. But right now, I'm in a chaser effect. Yep, because I relapsed then. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just like I answered a question earlier that can apply to your current situation. What is the priority after a relapse? The priority is evaluating what led to the relapse, and then take that evaluation as an encouragement and as a way to keep your monkey mind from beating you down. Like right now, your monkey mind is beating you down. It's judging you. It's putting you down. It's pushing you against a corner. And in that state, you can't continue. So you are in the best place to continue. All these things you just wrote can serve as an encouragement for you to say, you know what? If I did it once, guess what, baby? I can always do it again. And that's the truth. That's objective. It doesn't matter how we feel about it. The truth is, if we did it once, we can do it again. Anything in life, if we've done it once, we can do it again. You know what the benefits are. You've been there. You can do it again. Just look at it as a necessary step on the journey. A relapse is a necessary step on the journey. I'm not one to tell lies about this journey. I'm not one to tell you that willpower is enough. Willpower is not enough. A relapse is a necessary step on this journey. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends on how you look at it. Because for me, when you relapse, it says that you're doing something serious. It means that your body, your system is fighting your new journey. Your system is making a declaration that, bro, I don't like where you're going. We used to lay down and jerk off 24/7, and now you're withholding this thing from me. And so therefore, I'm going to pull myself together and overpower you, and you relapse. That's what's happening when you relapse, bro. It's a feedback from your system. It's a feedback that you're doing something different and that your system doesn't like it. It's a feedback from your old neuron synapses saying, ooh, I think we're creating new synapses in here. Well, what are we doing? Should we just go back to the old? Well, let's try to go back to the old. And then you relapse because you're doing something new. So from this perspective, a relapse is actually a necessary step on any journey of recovery. Very engaging. I am happy that I listened to the wisdom of the universe to come live tonight. So when I'm done here, I'm gonna shut everything down and go for a drive. Yep. Go for a drive. After a moment of success, after a moment of joy, you go and interact with nature. You go and process it and then calm down. Well, I'm already calm because I'm so far, deep into the journey. But usually a success, you must take time to process. So anything new that you're doing that you succeed at, it's very engaging and I'm loving it. We have 8 guys watching right now and the likes have been going up. Now, which gets me thinking, should I go live later than I have tried? Because my first 2 lives were at 7:30 p.m. And I did not have the amount of guys that I have tonight on. I did not have all these likes. Well, it was engaging, but tonight is definitely way more engaging. So, what do you guys think? Just write in the comment later for later. Like, should I go live about 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m.? Say something. Just give me a few comments. Like, yes, 9, yeah, later, 9:30, like later in the day, as opposed to 7:30 p.m. Because some guys just get off work and just trying to grab a bite. But I think my thought process was, where some guys go to bed early, as if that's true. All right, guys. So let's wind down. Whoa, we just jumped in in viewers. If you guys just jumped on, like, if you just joined us, I am celebrating 1 year anniversary of YouTube creation, of YouTube content creation, of you being on YouTube. I posted my first video September 19th last year, and today is September 20th, and I'm still in this BI. Somebody says 9 o'clock is good. It's not too late and not too early. I tell you what, I think I'm gonna go live around that time when I go live personally, like by myself. But when I do interviews, then I go earlier, because the interviewer, for consideration for the interviewee, for consideration of the interviewee. So yeah, thank you for the feedback. I said, yeah. So I celebrate 1 year anniversary on YouTube and almost a year of coaching. I am happy to be here, considering that I started this channel 15 days after I left the house where I was living with my ex. I left the house September 4th last year, and one of the main things on my mind was, man, sitting here trying to mess with this relationship, trying to get some relationship going, it ain't working. And the men are waiting for me to come and share this information. I'm trying to get something going. I'm trying to get a website going. I'm buying equipment and I'm not starting nothing. You know what, man, I'm out of this BI. And I left. I left on the 4th, and I started this channel 14 days later. Well, on the 19th. So that would be 15 days later. The power of decision making, the power of sacrifice, like, hey, I think I did love her, and I think I actually love that, I love the vagina. I loved her, whatever that means. But of course, having a rational male mindset now, a more alpha, a more rational mindset, means that I had to change some things. I had to go after my purpose than a relationship. It's they don't carry the same weight no more. A relationship no longer carries the same weight. And here I am 1 year later. So the same month is 1 year of breakup of a woman that I wanted to marry. I intended to marry. I thought I was gonna be there forever. I was when she and I met, we were on porn. I was on porn anyway. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought she was my god. I pedestalized her a bit. She was the most wonderful woman to me, and I used to tell her. But that was a projection. And later on, when I create some contents, let me write that down. I want to create some contents on attachment theory, as well as childhood wound / trauma, where you project your mama issues onto a woman until you're healed. Until you heal yourself, you project. You see every woman, where there's a woman that you're chasing as your mama. You look for her you look to be in her bosom. You look for her to comfort you, and you project all these beautiful qualities on her, but they're not in her. They're just in your mind. You're seeking for them, and thus you project them on her so you can chase her. Yeah. So here I am 1 year later, having a lot of success, at least doing things that I always wanted to do. So that's an encouragement for you too. What else? One last call, another question. Let's shut it down in 10 minutes. We're gonna shut it down in 10 minutes. So good feedback. I am grateful for all the nice words, all the kind words, all the super chats, all the likes. The likes have been going up. Give me a couple of more likes, guys. And it's been very engaging. We got feedback that going live later is preferable to saying 7 or 7:30 p.m. You guys, anybody here? Modern monk of Borat. That sounds interesting. I'm sure it means something deep. If you just joined us, I celebrate 1 year of YouTube creation. Of course, I've been on YouTube since day one, but 1 year of being a content creator, 1 year of Men's Superpower. Oh, a little history. Men's Superpower used to be Men's Kingdom. Yeah, it used to be Men's Kingdom. Borat is India. Whoa, that's a connection there for NB. Men's Superpower used to be Men's Kingdom, and I changed it to Men's Superpower. Wow, so that's modern monk of India. That's what it means, huh? Here is my first logo for Men's Kingdom. The world is ours. So I changed it because I felt like Men's Kingdom was a bit too vague, and it did not really it didn't really pique attention, like, well, man's kingdom. Well, I mean, the kingdom of man and the kingdom of God, and it is what it is. But man's superpower is, I've realized that as I have done the work of nofap, semen retention, and sex energy transmutation, it seems like I have stepped into my power. I have found my superpower, and my superpower is semen retention and sex energy transmutation. And so I thought about it for a while, and the inspiration got stronger. Well, this semen retention and sex energy transmutation is really man's superpower. So that has more meaning. If I'm explaining to someone what my channel means and what work I do, it conveys a better picture. And so I changed it to men's superpower. But I started as men's kingdom. For those of the guys who've been here since day one know that. So from men's kingdom to men's superpower, I celebrate 1 year. And I am happy. All artwork. This is the logo for Men's Superpower. Slightly different. Well, not slightly. Different from Men's Kingdom. You can see the progression there, right? You can see the progress in whether my thought process or whatever I'm doing. I just did this here very easily, Men's Kingdom, and then Men's Superpower. I took a little bit of time to design that, and of course the burning skull, or the skull on fire, is supposed to mean semen retention. You're on fire with semen retention. You know that, right? That's what it signifies. It signifies that we are on fire. And then at the very bottom, if you look at it, it says, let me blow it up. Success by sex energy transmutation. So as men on this journey, we endeavor to have success by transmuting our energy. Success by sex energy transmutation. So welcome to Men's Superpower, and welcome to another year. I'm glad to have you. Okay, guys. Oh, we have 7 guys. So some guys have just joined us. We are winding down. We will shut it down in 4 minutes. Man, I listened to the spirit, and I came on, and we had one of the best lives. I am very pleased. One more question? One more comment? If you guys want to talk to me personally, you can check my email under the About tab, as well as my Patreon. You can go there and we can work together. I have one of my guys on here, He's actually my moderator, and he called in earlier and expressed his gratitude since I celebrate 1 year of YouTube and almost a year of coaching. And he has received tremendous value. He has expanded, and he's happy that the universe has brought us together, that he made that call by signing up for coaching with me. I don't push my coaching because there's no need to push it. I just put content. I just answer questions. I just encourage. I just give the information that I wish I could find when I was recovering. That's my primary mission. My primary mission is to share the little bit of insight and ideas that I know about this journey, because when I was recovering, that wasn't available. And it was my goal, where realizing that, I was like, what? Well, I'm definitely going to come back to create some content and give my insights from my perspective. So shoot me an email, check Patreon. Let's do it, baby. NB, thank you, my brother, for being here as my moderator. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for everybody who's sent super chat. Thank you for everybody who's asked a question, made a comment, congratulated me on my 1 year, helped me celebrate. It's been a pleasure. It's been awesome. It's been great. I am happy. I am humbled. I will see you in another live soon. Soon, soon. You are king. Stay in your kingdom. You are king. Assume that position. Walk like it. Behave like it. Walk with your head up high, with your shoulders squared up, with your chest pushed out. Step into the place like you own it. Because truth is, you own everything in this earth, including the women. They belong to you, but not all of them deserve your attention. Just as not everything out there deserves your attention, but they're all available to you because they exist for you. You are king. Stay in your kingdom. Until next time, namaste. Path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey.